Hello, this is Alec Kerr, the film critic for the Conway Daily Sun. Last Thursday, April 4th, 2013, Roger Ebert died. And it's taking me a while to process that information and to come up with the words I want to use to properly express what this means to me. Because Roger Ebert was hugely influential over my life. Gene Siskel and Roger Ebert, they basically are the reason I became a film critic and became so interested in analyzing film. When Gene Siskel died in February of 1999, I actually called up a friend and said, I will replace him. I will fill the void that is missing now that he's no longer alive. And at the time, Gene Siskel was my preferred of the two critics. But when Gene passed, I started reading Roger Ebert. And basically, for more than a decade now, every week I would look forward to going to rogerebert.com and reading his thoughts on the latest releases. And I would watch the show. It became Ebert and Roper. But then when Ebert and Roper ended, I just dove into watching all the old incarnations of the shows, dating back to 1976. And there's this great website, siskelandebert.org, that has just archives of all these old episodes, and I just watch them over and over again, and I read old reviews. Basically, even though I never met the man, he was a mentor, a guide, a friend. And it seems kind of weird to say that about someone, again, that I never met, and to really be very upset about someone that, again, I've never actually met. But here's the thing, with somebody, especially someone you read on a weekly basis, you develop a relationship, you develop a rapport, and that's what happened between myself and Roger Ebert. And I'm going to miss that. It saddens me deeply to think I will never know what Roger Ebert will think about new movies coming out. Like, I don't know, I'll never find out what he thinks of the new Star Wars movies. Or what he thinks of the rest of The Hobbit. I don't even think he got to see the first part of it. Roger Ebert was a beacon for what a good critic should be. His writing was both formal and informal. When he wrote, it seemed like he was writing directly to you. He could be very, very funny. His wit was very sharp. He could also be very poetic. And he wasn't afraid to just lay out his opinion, even if it was about something that was very silly. He took great joy in movies that could be considered quote-unquote bad, if they reminded him of sort of that zeal he felt as a child reading adventure stories. And I didn't always agree with him, but that's not really the point. There is no right or wrong answer when it comes to opinions. But the way he wrote, I always respected it. When Siskel passed, as I said, I wanted to fill that void, and now I feel that even more, because I think the Roger Eberts of the world are a dying breed. And what passes for film criticism, or criticism of the arts in general, is pretty poor. And what he did was a serious discussion of film, and that's what I've always strived for, and I'm going to continue to strive for that into the future, to honor Roger Ebert and Gene Siskel. So, come back next week for another Real Thoughts. Bye.